showdown. You don't have to be a fan of either team to appreciate the matchup of these two elite quarterbacks. Both guys hoping to use this big stage and display their supremacy. Hello and welcome to TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars here in Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 12th ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. The Bulldogs will kick this away to start us off. Return begins inside the 10. And the return
We ain't doing that twice.
Decent yardage on that return. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings. We expect tight competitive battle today.
That's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
Goes to his right side there for the conversion. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up the first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes a quick right out.
He's
brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Receiver in motion now. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. He finds some space. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Both teams settling in to set the tone in your company game. There's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
The Gators are in the red zone. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
I mean, I get trying to get the football to this receiver. He's one of the most talented guys in the country. But with two guys bracketing him, I don't know why you would make that throw. Should have been intercepted.
This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range.
Why is everybody tired?
Points, but they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Now here he goes. He's at the 50. He's past the 30. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position.
Man, I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That pass is caught. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Well, we're just getting started here, and already you can feel a rhythm between the quarterback and the receiver. Nice job again, getting back in the pocket, making a nice, accurate throw to one of his top targets.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia! And Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there and boot it away. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. He's brought down at the 37 after a strong return.
Wow. Bridges in. Gotta bring the die in. Bridges back in.
And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. The defense with more pre-snap movement. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time. The border battle that goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Gators tussle. Coach Emerson, one side's had the upper hand, the other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game. Every single year down in Jacksonville, the tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene, the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today. You know, not a lot of room there for the quarterback to operate, but he shows you the accuracy to be able to make that throw and get some yards.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. What a catch! Picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled by the tackle.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting. especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss.
The hold that was ridiculous.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And the Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
The menace.
Here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Looking to the end zone. And the pass falls incomplete as time expires in the 1st quarter. We've got an exciting quarterback duel in the making here as we check the 1st quarter stats.
Pistol bunch.
The Gators will look to convert here on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Florida. And 6 more points to the total. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's good.
Outcome.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Caught quickly. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain. See what the call is on 1st and 10. He hands it off from the gun. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. First down here for this offense. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. They'll try the option play here.
Love how this defense took the quarterback away, not allowing him to get the yards, making him pitch the ball, and then they just rally to the football. Now we got a big 4th down coming up.
Dogs will come to the line looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
The tight end goes in motion before the snap. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And a broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's caught. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Watch big-time play by the wide receiver. Makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and then gets some yards afterward.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch near the sideline and keeps the foot in bounds. That's enough for a first down. And the Gators will line up now. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
They look to throw it here on second down.
You got to break on that quickly.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gators. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coaches have left that one in the end zone.
He's staying back there.
In the first play at the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Picked off. He's bringing it back. Touchdown, Florida.
Mirror that shit.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one of the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
Should have let him motion. That situation. We knew what we knew.
That's where the offense will take over. So here we go.
First back with Stevens.
Under 2 minutes before halftime.
Good gracious, nephew. You ain't got to block him, but you can.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. The receiver grabs it. Just as their first timeout.
game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be,
Still
especially on the
between
field.
that.
And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense
Keep it like that.
just a short gain on that completion. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. They'll make an adjustment before this important play. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, I let him motion sometimes.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the junior with some excellent work after making the catch.
What a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little gritty because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
Look, crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the ball is hauled in. Timeout is called to duck strategy. We're late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's first and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores.
Gotta play quarterback sometimes. Do the defense with your legs.
Bold play calling, great execution, and he reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. He makes the grab.
You take that.
Call by the offense after the play. Just time enough for one more play in the half.
It's a lot of clock.
On first and 10, looking to throw. And he slings it deep back to the left side. And that falls incomplete as time runs out on the first first half of play. And that will
Bag
do
up,
it
Tier.
for the
Bag
first
up.
half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime
Gotta
update.
bag them up, Tier. Bag up.
The Gators will kick this away to start the second half.
Ooh, I forgot I got ball. It was a big drive for the end of the half.
So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the left side.
Get off
He
me.
gets out of bounds after a really nice game there. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff to the 45. Gets some space around the 30. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line.
So you run it.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a blur with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
It's hurting that D-line.
Defense, not much of a gain on the play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown. No surprise there.
Boy, that's a throw and a catch. That is a throw and a catch right there. Good gracious. Oh my goodness. No, you didn't hit the acrobatic. Oh. He said, oh. Watch this. Hold up. Watch this fit. Oh. Give me that. That's a dot.
Defense is so condensed.
See if they can convert the point after.
Oh my God.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it's a squib kick taken to one of the up men. Tackle made out at the 40. That's a good return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
So 2nd and 10 here as they try to stay out of 3rd and long here in this tie game in the third quarter. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Oh, what a grab!
It was third.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal. After the big gainer, suddenly a great chance to score 1st and goal from the 3.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
2nd down and goal. An inside give now from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and break.
Touchdown, Gators. And they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Picks up the 1st, looking for more. That gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, he makes the catch. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking for a receiver. The pass rush gets home.
Oh, my goodness. That looked to be the defensive back who came flying up there to put the pressure on the quarterback.
Sack sets up 2nd down. From the shotgun, drops back. Caught by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The Bulldogs looking to run some tempo here. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. It's an out route. The catch made. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be first down. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And Cook, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show in a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today. What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
The back's got it. And the tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Send the back in motion. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Incomplete. He nearly threw a
What?
second down coming up.
Boy, not only did they drop what looked
How is he
like
able to play that?
end zone, they blew a golden opportunity
He was
to shift the momentum in their favor.
Second down play coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And this pass is caught. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. This ball's incomplete. So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone.
We don't give a fuck. We do what we do.
This guy has a knack for the end zone.
We don't give a fuck about the defense. We do what we do.
And I don't know if he's done yet.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
He got 2 catches today, 2 touchdowns. You know what that means? When he look his way, he's probably in the end zone.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. They get it down to the 39-yard line after an excellent return.
Wrong time to be tired, Stoudemire.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown.
That's why we waited. See that patience?
Tackled at the 45-yard line.
It's the patience right there.
Running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Snags the good throw. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. And I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Here we go. Crucial play coming up. It's third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Boom. What a catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry, that rhythm, by throwing together throughout those summer months. Man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down. Get him the ball.
Here's the second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the stop very close to a first
We gotta be
down.
on that.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
close to the
Oh,
top.
I couldn't big feed it.
He makes the
I knew where it was going. I couldn't big feed it.
after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Easy.
The Gators pick up enough for a first down here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. He throws the ball out of bounds. They're smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, and another incompletion.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they've regained the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? Gets made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. The shotgun handoff here. He's brought down, but it's a first down, spotted near the 41. Dogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Georgia setting up with a 1st and 10 now. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game, final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards. But anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
As the first down is still going. They get him down to the junior with an excellent run there.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Chris, this is almost like taking a sack. Talking about a completion for a loss, every yard is precious. So going backwards, obviously counterproductive to say the least.
Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. No gain there. This defense has been getting sliced up on the drive, but they push back that time, Kirk.
Yeah, kind of a bend but don't break mentality by this defense. They have been giving up some big chunks here on this drive, but let's see if a stop like this can give them a little bit of confidence here. Now try to pressure the quarterback on these upcoming plays.
They stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
That's what happened when you got the damn punt action.
For some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead he shanks it.
Thank that hard.
Nothing on that play. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. And the Gators expecting just to run the clock out here in the final minute. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Look out, room to run here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Third down, out of the shotgun. Receiver makes the catch. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for
Oh, that's why I wasn't looking at him.
Well, obviously they had a plan of attack ready on that third down and delivered the knockout punch to put this game away.
And the quarterback will take a knee.
GG.
Well, the experts will say, Kirk, this was an upset, but it felt like
Got a goddamn punt action.
quality teams battling right down to the end. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, what a game. This is really what you love about college football. Good.